Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing Iris Thompson, aka SCP-105, base headcanons. In this, she is 20, because at the year of 2025, she is in at least her early to mid-20s. So let's keep that in mind. There will be a disclaimer on it in the video. Now, all the art of this, the two art images I have for it, are created by Gav Imp, and all art credit goes to Gav. She will be linked in description if I remember, and into the first pin comment if I remember. If not, here's the image of her thing. Hopefully I remember to add it. Now let's get on to the trigger warning. Trigger warning. There is a bit of mention of the Yandere Iris Thompson trying to unalive herself in this. It is fiction. No one is actually trying to end their existence. Proceed with caution, as mentioning this stuff can be triggering. And disclaimer, Iris Thompson, aka SCP-105, is not Yandere canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross about it. You know who you are, you dirty flaky biscuits. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Also remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Thank you. Now disclaimer number two. Iris Thompson was a teenager when she was first taken by the SCP Foundation, but since it has been some time since she joined the SCP Foundation, she is at least in her early 20s to mid-20s because of the timeline of when she was first taken, and in her thing it says that it is redacted for what year she was taken, so we do not know what year she was fully taken. Anyways, let's get on to the video. But she is 20 in this. And that is why I'm depicting her as. Anyways, let's do this. Okay, Iris is an anomaly that can manipulate photos and where the photo was taken. Such as a photo of the Grand Canyon, she could phase her hand into the photo and move a rock at the Grand Canyon, and it fell into the canyon itself. But she was back at her home many miles away. On a side note, that it is later found out that she is a very rare type of reality bender. She was found by the Foundation and taken away from her friends and family, and no longer was referred to as Iris, but SCP-105. She was made a member of Team Alpha, which she stayed on so no one else would have to go through what she had to, and they would not suffer. She was raised Catholic and had a few people she she considered partners or lovers, such as her boyfriend Kane, a crush on Kane, and SCP-166, Clef's daughter, and such. Although she never fell for anyone the way she did you. You were an amazing person in her eyes, working with the Foundation and being a very kind and sweet person. She found herself becoming happier around you as she fell into a deep depression with being in the Foundation and being used by the Foundation, even so much that she had tried to unalive herself several times. You gave her hope she did not have since she came to the Foundation. For so long, she had been pessimistic with her life in the Foundation, but you gave her a strong feeling of hope and like things could become better with you by her side. She loves to see you and would love to spend time with you. She could not get enough of you and wanted to be near you as much as possible. When she sees other women and or men with you, it appears that like they are, and maybe if it appears like they are flirting or hitting on you, she openly calls them snooty tooty fruities and W words, workers of the night. They do not deserve you. You were the only good thing in this dang place, and she refused to let anyone else get their hands on you. She is very protective of you and would not want anyone to harm you. If someone did harm you, she would really, really, really want to hurt them for what they did to you. She is a very vengeful Yandere to her core, and she would have her revenge one way or another, probably a very peaceful way. But you know what? We'll get to that in a bit. Even going as so far as trying to take down the Foundation if they cross the line. The Foundation would see how much a risk Iris is with her love for you and would try and separate you two. That does not go well. The Foundation would be forced to give in and move you you ugh sorry. I don't know why I wrote here. It's butchered. And forced to give in and get and more or less there I see what it was. And more or less give you to Iris. Sorry about that. She would never lay a hand against you and just wants you to know that you would never be alone again and that she will always be there and be what you need. She would want to make it clear that you are hers and she was not going to share you with anyone else. She deals with rivals at first, treating them coldly and making things very, very difficult for them. She is the type of Yandere that would most likely unalive someone only if she's. Sorry, I read that wrong. Butcher my sentence. She is the type of Yandere that would most likely not unalive rivals unless she snaps. She is a peaceful in nature. She is very peaceful in nature, especially she is very peaceful for a Yandere. She would not unalive her rivals unless she had no other choice, but the thought of hurting them does cross her mind many, many, many times. She still has her faith, even if God does not come for her the way her faith used to. She believes in being a good person, and at this point, she fully believes you are a gift from God Himself. That the person you were given to her as a reward for her patience and acceptance, and an apology for her suffering that she has done and gone through. You were meant to be hers, and this was all for her to meet you and be with you. Almost fate. Once she builds up the courage to confess her love to you, when she does, she is beyond nervous. Sorry, stuffy nose. So she's so afraid you would turn her down. She does not know what she would do if you turned her love down. You you will find out what she does if you do turn down her love in a hot second. But first, if you accepted her love, she would be shocked but so happy. So, so, so happy. And that she so happy she breaks down, crying tears of joy. She finally had something good in her life, and she is never, ever letting you go. You are the only good thing in her life after all. This would be the start of her future, and she is never, ever letting you go. Ever. But if you turn her down, she will feel her heart shatter, and she would most likely spiral, feeling like her life was over. All that all the hope and happiness she had built up over the years with you was gone in an instant, and it is never coming back. And her mental health and stability are gone as well. This is the point that she cannot live without you, but she is not the type of Yandere that will go on a live and spree or to hurt you. No, 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 no. She is the type of Yandere that would take her own life, leaving the tragic note that she cannot live in a world where she cannot be with you and that you do not love her. This is not to manipulate you or anything like that or make you feel bad, because she truly feels hopeless and lost without you. She would keep trying to end her existence until she was unalived or until you changed your mind. She did not try to commit the life ending stuff with the intention to get you to change your mind. It is just a bonus if you do. But because she is truly hopeless without you and her and that her life has nothing worth living for if you were not in her life. She makes it clear that it is not your fault and that it was the Foundation that did it. And she hopes that the Foundation does not hurt you the way she has been hurt. Sorry, I wrote they instead of she. One sec. She has been hurt. Okay. Anyways. In the end, she is a very rare Yandere. She would be unlikely to hurt anyone as a Yandere, even though she has fantasized about it. And if things ended up bad enough, she would not hurt you, but instead lash out at herself. She never wanted to hurt you, and she never would, even if you rejected her and ended up with someone else. She is just not going to stay and watch you be with someone else. That is far too painful for her to bear. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it and all that jazz. Anyways, I hope Patreon outro time. Patreon outro time. And Patreon outro time. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You're wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Gav. I appreciate you very, very much. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Sorry, tickle in my throat. And if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. A baseball bat. Welcome to the secret outro, and the secret outro question of the day is: if Iris Thompson is 20, remember that, and she told you you loved her, would you accept her love? I probably wouldn't, because she's just not my type and I don't feel that attraction to her in any form or way. So, but after I realized what she did after I rejected her, I would feel so much guilt. I would not be able to stop feeling guilty. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.